Hey there, fellow travelers, Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're here in Cheyenne, Wyoming, the capital of Wyoming, famous for Frontier Days. Basically, the biggest outdoor rodeo you'll ever see. I mean, they have a stadium that's just for rodeo. I mean, it is a pretty cool thing to check out. And today what I want to talk about are basically some things you can see and do if you are staying here in Cheyenne, or maybe if you're coming for a day trip from Fort Collins or other places. Because honestly, Cheyenne's about 65,000 people. It is a very easy city to get around. The people are super friendly, lots of great places to eat and drink when you're here, and so I want to kind of give you the heads up of what to see and do when you're here. Now, this is the capital of Wyoming, so yes, you can go visit the state capitol, which was newly renovated, by the way. You can check out the governor's mansion, which is right by there. Also, right in that same area, you have the Wyoming State Museum, so you can see the history of Wyoming. Yes, they have some fossils there, they have the history, there's all kinds of good stories to go along with it. When you come here to the downtown area, it's about a 6 to 8 block radius where you have a bunch of shops, you have a bunch of little museums, you have restaurants and bars that you can kind of come and enjoy. We're down here on the Depot Plaza, and you have the train depot, which is right over there, which has actually a museum basically about the train depot itself, but also about train travel, the Transcontinental Railroad, the Union Pacific, which was based here in Cheyenne, and you can actually learn quite a bit about it. It's actually a really super interesting museum if you like trains and you like reading. If you're not big into trains, you're not big into reading about the stuff, not as super exciting, but I thought it was really interesting to learn about the Transcontinental Railroad and all the things that really made Cheyenne, because it was this kind of transportation hub for the train lines, okay? Now, when you walk around Cheyenne, especially the historic part, you're gonna see some murals painted on some buildings, which I thought was really cool to check out, and those cute little shops to go into and get all your Wyoming stuff that's out there. Yes, you can get the huckleberry jam, and you can get the choke cherry jam and sauce and things like that. You can get that. Building right over there, if you want to get your Rocky Mountain oysters, you can get those there. Great restaurants to go eat at. Oh my God, the steak, I mean, it's Wyoming, so you're gonna have great steak when you're here, so you can eat very well when you are here. The thing is if you're gonna be going shopping, one thing you should know is a lot of things close relatively early, like 7 o'clock sometimes, so if you wanna go grab that tasty ice cream on Lincoln Way, they usually close by 7, so have a heads up for that. Now, if you're gonna be coming for the big festival, Frontier Days, look, Frontier Days really is the largest outdoor rodeo in the US. That happens in the summer here, and the city is packed, okay? And so if you're thinking about coming and watching some of the rodeo stuff or participating, you need to make sure you're booking your hotel accommodation way in advance, okay? Otherwise, you're gonna be kind of out of luck of finding a place to stay. And if you're looking for a place to stay in Cheyenne, if you want to stay downtown, they have historic hotels. If you want to stay in a chain hotel, you're going to have to stay farther out. You're not going to be in the historic downtown area, okay? So just have a heads up for that. If you're going to be doing this as a day trip from Fort Collins, it's like 45 miles. Think like 45 minutes to an hour to get from Fort Collins to here. Or if you're staying here, Fort Collins makes a good day trip. Also right by Fort Collins, the Rocky Mountain National Park is right there, so you can go and do that. And so there's a lot of things you can do. Maybe you want to go to Nebraska when you're here. You can go to Scotts Bluff National Monument, and you can go there, see Chimney Rock from there and things like that. About an hour and 45-minute drive from here in Cheyenne, but it's really easy because the driving here, I mean, it's flat. Now, when you get past here, you start getting, mountains, but like here, it's a pretty easy drive, okay? Though I will warn you when you come to Cheyenne, be prepared with multiple layers because the weather can change anytime. I mean, it's a beautiful day today. We had snow yesterday and it was 90s a few days ago. You need to make sure you're bringing layers because even if you come in the summer, the temperatures can really drop in the evening, so be prepared for that. The thing is, there's breweries around town. You can go to the Accomplice Beer Company, which is literally right there, and grab a beer. And don't drink and drive when you're here. You can get Ubers, no problem. No really public transportation to help you out so much, but Uber, we haven't had a problem picking up an Uber to get around. And sometimes though, you might just want to walk around. You don't want to drive around. Well, you can walk from here in the depot, and you can walk all the way where they have Frontier Days. There's Frontier Park, and there's the stadium there, and there's actually Frontier Days. There's a museum there as well to learn about the frontier, which is actually a pretty cool museum to go through. Has the carriages where people used to come over, and you can see, oh, that's what it would have been like if you took the carriage from Cheyenne to Deadwood. I mean, it's pretty interesting to go there, like a lot of the pioneer and frontier museums you see in Nebraska, Wyoming, things like that. So it is really cool. But I probably should tell you, don't think that there's only rodeo stuff during Frontier Days. we're here, and we're not here during Frontier Days. We're here enjoying, and they actually had a double lasso competition out at the stadium, and it was a really cool experience to go. And the thing is, the people here in Cheyenne are super friendly, super welcoming, super warm. So if you aren't sure where to go eat, what to go do, just ask your waiter, ask your bartender. They'll be glad to help out. And honestly, it's been a really nice time. We were only going to stay here for 4 nights, and then our car broke down, and so we ended up spending a week here. So it's been a really nice experience, and I haven't been upset at all about being stuck here, because it really is a cute town or cute city, and it does have everything you need if you want the historic side. If you need to go to the mall and do that, they do have that outside the historic center, about a 10-minute drive, no problem. Anyway, I hope this helps you know a bit more about visiting Cheyenne. If you want to learn more about visiting Wyoming, we've got the don'ts of visiting Wyoming, what you should eat when you're here. So those elk burgers and bison and all that kind of things, you can get that here along with the steak. You'll eat well when you're here in Wyoming, and we'll teach you all about it. Anyway, I wish you all the best. If you want to learn more, well, hit that subscribe button, and we put new travel videos out every Saturday and Wednesday. And I wish you all the best, and bye from here in beautiful, sunny. Oh, also bring the sunblock, because you're high altitude. You might have a little altitude stuff here, but also the sun comes down, so don't get crispy when you're here. Anyway, wish y'all the best, and bye from here in beautiful Cheyenne.